Still on the wrath of Typhoon Haiyan or Super Typhoon Yolanda, U.S. Embassy Press Officer Kurt Hoyer joins us on the line. Good morning, Mr. Hoyer. This is Maurice Omali from News to Go. Actually, I was the one who interviewed you at the Villamor Air Base just this Monday, sir.
Good morning, Maurice. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. How about you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
All right. I understand you've already made your initial assessment, sir, on the situation in Central Visayas. What do you think is the most urgent need right now to be able to put a system or order in the distribution of goods? Because I think this is one of the major problems that we're facing right now.
Well, we've been working very closely with the Philippine authorities to prioritize what the needs are. We immediately responded with materials to provide for shelter, sanitation, and hygiene, and things like that. And those are still compelling needs. However, as we've seen recently as well, the need for food is a growing need. And we, along with our Philippine partners, are working to address that as well.
I understand that the U.S. aid has already distributed, or I think they've already given some 55 metric tons of emergency food. There's the hygiene kits and emergency shelter. But based on your assessment, sir, what do you think are what is still lacking right now, and how will we be able to distribute these things? Because I understand there's really difficulty in the distribution of these goods. There, I think, is already 3.2 billion in terms of donation, but these donations or relief goods have not actually reached those people who are really in need.
Well, and I think you've underlined one of the tragedies of devastation in this massive scale. Obviously, it takes a while for roads to be cleared. It takes a while for infrastructures to be set up. I know the Philippine government and we ourselves helping them are working hard to do that. We've been able since for the last 3-4 days at least to be flying in relief supplies to Tacloban. I know they're looking at opening up other areas in which to fly in relief supplies. I know the Philippine government has opened up a land route as well to allow supplies to come in by truck. And obviously, we all want to do more. We all want to do as much as we can to help people. I believe that maybe today, if not so tomorrow, the Marines of 3rd Marine Expeditionary Brigade will be, and our people from the Office of Foreign Disaster Assistance will begin to airlift supplies using the Osprey V-22 aircraft, which can land like a helicopter. They'll begin to airlift supplies out into the remote areas where it's safe for them to land.
I understand, especially in some far-flung areas in Tacloban, sir, where there are no runways anymore. I understand the MV-22s are capable of landing in those particular areas where there are no runways.
Yes, they are. They're designed to land and take off like a helicopter. They fly like an airplane, so they can carry a heavier load. They can get there faster. They can provide quite a bit of relief. We just had a 747 yesterday morning land in Cebu, filled with those 55 metric tons of food that you were referencing. That includes enough food to nourish about 20,000 children and 15,000 adults for a space of about a week. So we are moving rapidly to get those supplies out as far as we can, as quickly as we can.
Where exactly do they need to go in order to be able to get these relief goods, sir?
Well, I mean that's a huge question because the devastation is so vast. I'm sure you could point at just about any part of the map and say supplies are needed here, and you would be accurate. So that's why we are trying to work as close as we can with the Philippine authorities to assess areas where it's safe to deliver the supplies and where they can reach the most people.
Yeah, but are you also assisting the Philippine government in setting up staging areas where the people can go, like, for example, some feeding areas?
I don't have any specific information on that, but I understand that the Philippine government is working on that possibility as well.
All right, sir. My co-anchor Joel also has some questions for you.
Good morning, Mr. Hoyer. Joel Sibel here. The general sentiment of the international media is that the relief efforts is too slow. Do you share the same view?
I wouldn't want to speculate on the sentiments of the media. Understandably, if people need food and aren't getting it, or they need shelter and aren't getting it, then It's understandable that people would be impatient, that people would think it's too slow. So we understand that sentiment. At the same time, we are working through some huge obstacles to get to as many people as quickly as we can.
What do you think of the possibility of an airdrop of relief goods on the devastated areas?
I'm not an expert on the logistics of dropping stuff out of airplanes, so I would leave that to the experts to decide whether that's feasible or not.
All right. Hurricane Katrina has become the template of such a devastation. What do you think the Philippine government should improve on just to send relief items to the devastated areas?
Well, I think right now we're concentrating on getting help to people. I think it would be better to allow the Philippine government after the fact to take an assessment of its response and what to do for the future.
All right, we are very thankful for all the assistance that the U.S. government has been giving the Philippine government, sir. And thank you so much for giving us this time for this interview.
Good morning to you,
Once
sir.
again, it's on the line is Embassy Press Officer Kurt Hoyer. Thank you and good morning, sir.